Well, it seems like Suella Braverman has had enough and has lost her patience with those who are trying their best to keep illegal migrants in this country, especially the Labour Party. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Suella because I don't really want to praise government ministers for no reason, but in this video, what she did in Parliament this week was actually quite robust when it comes to responding to the Labour Party and exposing Labour MPs who have in the past and even now have been trying their best to block deportations, not just when it comes to illegal migrants, but also foreign criminals, which should be common sense that any country should be there to protect its own citizens. This is the video we have from the House of Commons when Suella lost their patience and basically said, yeah, the Labour Party keep becoming an obstacle when it comes to national security.
Good point, because in his question highlights the gross failure of the Labour Party. They're much more interested in writing letter campaigns to stop the Home Office from deporting serious foreign national offenders. They're much more interested in the rights of criminals, rather than the rights and entitlements of the law-abiding majority. So, yes, I agree, they really should be apologising for their devastating action.
So yes, that's Suella called for an apology from the Labour backbenchers and the front bench for supporting not just illegal migrants but also foreign criminals. This again reminds us of what's been going on over the last few years. It's not just people like Jeremy Corbyn, who's not really a Labour MP anyway, but there are other people like Jeremy Corbyn. But it's also the leadership of the Labour Party. It's very important to do a bit of a reminder every now and then what Keir Starmer has been up to all these years and until quite recently. Let's not forget that Keir Starmer demanded a halt of all deportations. He wanted to stop all deportations just weeks before taking over as Labour leader. So recently we've had Keir Starmer coming on TV, they're giving us new top 5 priorities and top 10 priorities. Every now and then he just changes them because it doesn't work. And following all the U-turns of his priorities, recently he said, I also want to protect the British borders. I also want to deport illegal migrants. But he actually didn't say that. He didn't say deport. He said, well, let's just call Macron and tell him to arrest the people smugglers, because that's just going to fix everything. I wish it was that simple, Keir, but it's not. This man blocked a number of deportations. He also helped with legal cases when it comes to so many criminals, including this evil human, Ernesto Elliott, who then ended up, he was already a criminal. We allowed him to still freely walk around the streets of the UK, and he committed the ultimate crime and took someone's life. This is what we are dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just the complacency of the government ministers who are absolutely idiotic on so many their levels when it comes to certain policies, but you actually have people who are fighting against the interests of the British people, and that includes the Labour Party. And they claim to be His Majesty's loyal opposition, and they care about the Privy Council and national security. Do they really? When you have people like Keir Starmer, who also, on top of what he did, calling for the halt of all deportations, he also signed a letter in February 2020 calling for all future charter flights to be suspended. He basically said, well, no, just cancel all flights, deportations, whether it's to Rwanda or whether it's to their own original countries, or whether to actually taking them back to even France. This is absolute idiocy. Now, these people who do left-wing populism, and then they get into power and they say, well, I need to get the votes of everybody else, and centrists and right-wingers and up and down the political spectrum. So now he pretends to be the father of the nation waiting. Yeah, good luck with that, Keir. This is a man whose actions resulted in foreign crooks, including drug dealers, remaining in Britain and carry out more crimes after he campaigned for them to stay. So from the days of him doing his own legal work and becoming a backbencher on the Labour Party and joining Jeremy Corbyn's shadow cabinet and then becoming Labour leader, all these 4 professions that he's had and all the roles, he's done the same thing until now. he's been working in the interest of foreign criminals and illegal migrants, and basically anybody who doesn't like British values. And now they want us to vote for them in the next election. Absolute idiocy. Anyway, we're going to come back in half an hour. We have a lot of other news updates for you guys, including the next video, which is about the European Union officially banning the sale of cars. Yep, when it comes to diesel and petrol cars. That's going to be quite fun. Yep, the European Union are making things even more difficult for themselves. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Mahyar, Tousi, and we are the media.